So we going to hook the truck and trailer together. We make sure they are aligned, they are straight. We cannot back up the tractor in the angle because it might hit the kingpin and damage the kingpin and move the trailer and damage the landing gear. So truck and trailer should be straight. The trailer should be slightly above the fifth wheel, so we can slide the fifth wheel under the trailer, and we make sure the fifth wheel is inclined toward the trailer, is not inclined up, because if it's inclined up, when we back up the tractor, the skid plate is going to hit the trailer and damage the trailer. So the fifth wheel should be inclined down. As we said, the fifth wheel should be sliding under the trailer, so the trailer should be a little bit above. So we back up the tractor and we stop here. We go to check one more time. We make sure the edge of the trailer is slightly above the fifth wheel. When we slide the fifth wheel should lift up the trailer a little bit, should rise the trailer a little bit, so the landing gear, they don't touch the ground anymore. We check the airline is good. We check that the release lever is unlocked position. We check that the locking jaw is fully open. Now I'm gonna hook the airline. So I check the first gland hand, like the rubber seal is intact, no crack, no fray, no damage. The service line also. Then I check the power line is clean. Then I go to the trailer and I check the gland hands. The first gland hand, the emergency, the rubber seal is intact, no crack, no fray, no damage. The service line also. Then I check the sockets for the power line. When I'm gonna plug the power line is clean, all pins present. I check the landing gear is not broken or damaged, and the crank also is not broken or damaged. I go under the trailer, I check the kingpin, that is not broken or damaged and is aligned with the jaw space because it's going to slide into that space. I check the bottom of the trailer, they call it the apron, that is well lubricated and is not broken or damaged. And after that I will slide my truck into under the trailer till the half of the fifth wheel is under the trailer, and then I check one more time for the kingpin is aligned with the jaw, and then I slide the tractor under the trailer till the locking jaw fully lock around the kingpin, and you can hear the sound. Also I go under the trailer and make sure the locking jaw fully around the kingpin, is locking fully around the kingpin. Now I'm going to hook the airline. I align the gland hands together. I put them in 90-degree angle. Then I push them down. I do the service line. Then I start with the power line. Also, I lift up the safety latch and I plug the power line inside and I make sure the safety latch is locked around it. And I do the same thing for the emergency line. I align the gland hands in 90-degree angle and I push it down all the way. And now I'm gonna check if there is any air leak coming from these gland hands. So I will go to the tractor and I will release first, it's my choice, I will release the red knob, which is the trailer air supplies. and that when I release it, the air will flow through the hose to the trailer gland hands, and I will check if there is any leak. Of course, I turn off the engine so I can hear the leak if there is any. Okay, then if there is no leak, good, I will go back and I will pull it out. Then I push the yellow knob, which is the service air line. Again, the air will flow through the service air line, okay, to the trailer, and I will hear if there is any air leak. If there is no air leak, if there is air leak, I have to reconnect again. If there is no air leak, that's good. Now we're gonna do a tug test. So we go to the landing gear and we turn the crank few times just to raise the landing gear above the ground inch or two, in case the trailer later will fall down, so it will fall on the landing gear and on the truck. The purpose of the tug test is to make sure that the locking jaw is fully locking around the kingpin and the trailer is connected securely to the truck. So I go to the tractor and I release the tractor brake or truck brake, the yellow knob. I keep the red knob engaged, which is the trailer brake, and I try to move the vehicle against the trailer knob. I want to keep the trailer knob moving in case is the locking jaw is not fully locked around the kingpin, will open and the vehicle will move. Here is the tug test. You see how the whole trailer shakes? Is a good test. Now I will go to the landing gear and I will turn the crank till the landing gear will rise up all the way. So the landing gear is raised up and I make sure the crank is secured, and there is enough space between the landing gear and the end of the tractor, so when we steer the tractor, the end of the tractor will not collide with the landing gear. Also, I make sure there is enough space between the header board of the trailer and the end of the tractor. For the same reason, when we steer, is not going to collide together. Also, I make sure there is enough clearance between the tires of the tractor and the trailer. Here I'm going to talk about protection valve. Protection valve is located under the tractor hood, and look how many hoses connected to the protection valve. The protection valve job is to provide or to supply air to the trailer. Also to deduct any air leak coming from the trailer. So if there is air leak and air pressure drop between 45 psi and 20 psi, the protection valve will cause the emergency brake to pop out, trying to stop the vehicle. Here we have the governor valve. Its job is to open at no less than 100 psi and to close at no more than 140 psi. Here we have the ABS indicator lights. Usually it's located at the end of the trailer. It's amber in color and it stays on if the ABS system is not working properly. Here I have the relay valve is located at the end of the trailer between the trailer tank and the trailer wheels, and his job is to speed up the brake application on the trailer service brake, to speed up the brake application on the trailer service brake.